got so much fucking design on right now. Bring it down, bring it down, make it come. I got 3 old thoughts, I'm the bitches on my line, and you know.
Tears and Truth. What really happened between Jichangwook and Namjihyun after the drama ended? What if I told you that the chemistry you saw on screen, the laughter, the long glances, the quiet tension that made hearts race, wasn't just acting? What if behind the lights, behind the fame, behind the last cut of Suspicious Partner, something real began, and then, heartbreakingly, fell apart? Because what happened between Ji Chang-wook and Nam Ji-hyun after the camera stopped rolling was not just another celebrity story. It was love, timing, sacrifice, and silence. The kind that hurts more than goodbye ever could. This is the untold story. Hold on tight, K-drama family. The world of your favorite celebrities is unfolding before your eyes, and every moment is more breathtaking than the last. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now, because trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. It began, like most great stories, unexpectedly. When Suspicious Partner aired in 2017, fans were instantly captivated. Ji Chang-wook, known for his intensity, his charm, his magnetic screen presence, had finally met his perfect counterpart in Nam Ji-hyun, the bright, grounded actress who could meet his energy beat for beat. Their chemistry was undeniable. Every glance felt electric. Every touch felt too natural. Every behind-the-scenes clip looked more like two people falling in love than two actors rehearsing lines. And soon, fans began asking the question that would echo for years: are they more than just co-stars? Behind the scenes, the answer might have been yes, or almost. Crew members spoke quietly of their closeness. How Ji Chang-wook would stay behind after shoots just to talk to her. How Nam Ji-hyun would bring him coffee, even when it wasn't her filming day. How their laughter could fill the entire set. She was his calm, one assistant director once said. And he was her spark. But their timing was cruel. Just as the drama ended, and just as rumors of real affection began to rise, Ji Chang-wook was preparing for military enlistment. In his final interview before leaving, a journalist asked him, almost teasingly, if there was anyone special waiting for him. He smiled, paused, and said, "There's someone I respect deeply. Someone who makes me smile." The interviewer pressed for a name. He didn't give one. He didn't need to. Everyone already knew who he meant. Nam Ji-hyun, for her part, didn't speak much about it. But when reporters asked about her co-star, her voice softened. "He's someone I admire. He taught me a lot. I'll always wish him the best." For fans, that was enough. Enough to believe something beautiful had begun, even if it had to wait. But the years that followed were long and quiet. Ji Chang-wook completed his service and returned to an industry that had changed. Nam Ji-hyun, too, had grown, taking on new roles, earning critical praise, building her career with quiet determination. They reunited publicly only once, briefly, at an award show. A simple greeting. A smile. And yet, it was enough to reignite everything. Clips of that moment spread like wildfire. The way he looked at her, still soft, still familiar. The way she smiled back, polite, but with a trace of something deeper. It was as if time had stopped, and then started again, just for them. But love, especially under the spotlight, is rarely simple. Industry insiders whispered that the two had stayed in touch after his enlistment, texting, calling, quietly supporting each other. But their agencies, ever cautious, advised distance. "Both have strong fanbases," one manager allegedly said. "Don't feed rumors that could hurt your image." So they stepped back. Not because they wanted to, but because they had to. And that's how it began to fade. Not with a fight. Not with a goodbye. But with silence. Then, something unexpected happened. Years later, during an interview promoting one of his new dramas, Ji Chang-wook was asked about the co-star he felt closest to. Without hesitation, he smiled and said, "Nam Ji-hyun. She's someone I'll always feel grateful to. Working with her changed me." The interviewer pressed again, would you ever work with her in the future? His answer was quiet, almost wistful. I hope so. But some things are better left in the past, where they're still beautiful. Fans didn't know how to feel. Was it closure? Or confession? Because to some, that sounded less like moving on, and more like remembering love that once was. Namjihyun's response came weeks later, during a fan. A fan asked her which co-star she felt most emotionally connected to. She smiled softly. Sometimes, the best connection is one that doesn't need words. No names. No details. But the look in her eyes said enough. Behind the curtain, though, those close to them spoke of one last encounter, one that fans never saw. It happened late one evening at a private industry event. They were seated at opposite ends of the hall, both smiling for cameras, both perfectly poised. But when the lights dimmed and the crowd thinned, he approached her. No photographers. No flashing lights. Just two people who had shared something too real to ever truly forget. You look happy, he said. She nodded, eyes glistening. I am. You? He smiled, a little sadly. Getting there. They spoke for only a few minutes. About life, about work, about the years they'd lost. And when they parted, he reached out, briefly, and said, thank you, for being my best chapter. That was the last time they were seen together. And maybe, that's how it was meant to be. Because some stories don't need an ending. Some connections don't fade, they just live quietly, beneath everything else. And for Jichangwook and Namjihyun, that's what remains, a story not of broken love, but of love that couldn't fit inside the world they lived in. Years later, fans still watch their old drama clips, still edit their moments together, still whisper, they had something real. Maybe they did. Maybe they still do. Because sometimes, love isn't about happy endings. It's about the truth that lingers long after the cameras stop. And in every look, every pause, every moment of unspoken affection between Jichangwook and Namjihyun, that truth still lives. They were two souls who met too early. Loved too quietly. And let go too soon. But their story, their tears, their truth, will live forever in the hearts of those who saw what the world never could. Sometimes, life gives you one last chance to say the words you never could. And on a golden night filled with flashing lights, loud applause, and trembling hearts, Ji Chang-wook and Nam Ji-hyun got that chance. It had been years since they'd last shared a stage. Years of silence. Years of distance. And no one expected what was about to happen. It was the 2025 Seoul Drama Excellence Awards. A night meant to celebrate brilliance, but remembered forever for something far more emotional. Nam Ji-hyun arrived first, graceful in a simple white gown that shimmered softly under the lights. She smiled, waved, and answered questions with quiet warmth. When asked about reuniting with old co-stars, she said gently, "We never really say goodbye in this industry. We just meet again when the time is right." Moments later, the hall fell silent. Ji Chang-wook had arrived. Dressed in a sleek black tuxedo, he moved with calm confidence, but behind the smile was a hint of nerves. Because he knew, she was already inside. As the ceremony went on, award after award filled the night with cheers. Then came the announcement no one saw coming. The award for Best On-Screen Couple Reunion Performance goes to Ji Chang-wook and Nam Ji-hyun, Suspicious Partner. The crowd erupted. She gasped, hand to her mouth, eyes wide. Across the hall, he froze, and smiled. They both rose. And as the spotlight followed, every step toward the stage felt like a heartbeat. Standing side by side again, the world seemed to stop. Ji Chang-wook spoke first. It's been a long time. Nam Ji-hyun nodded softly. It has. He turned to the audience. People often ask what it feels like to act out love. But sometimes, acting isn't acting. The room stirred. He continued, voice trembling just slightly. When we filmed Suspicious Partner, we didn't know it would mean so much to people. But it meant something to us too, more than I can ever say. Namjihyun's eyes filled. Her voice cracked. I never forgot that time.